How's it going, everybody? Todd Medina, SoulogyOneStudios, taking a little spirit walk. I'm on a break here at the Waves of Light Conscious Conference at Lido Beach in Sarasota, Florida. And I felt like taking a little spirit walk because I had the blessing of being triggered today. And I know as the individual goes, so goes the collective. And so I thought I'd share it with you, as I've been doing for 8 years. Because I know that I'm not the only one feeling this. A lot of people are feeling a lot of things. It's interesting to watch everybody's post and see what's happening, how they're feeling it in their bodies, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and so on. It's a good time to remember to go easy on yourself and go easy on everybody else, because we're all going through the same thing. And it's not a burden, it's a blessing, it's an honor, it's an opportunity for all of us to expand this universe by expanding ourselves. So, this morning, I was triggered through some messages that I received. And it doesn't really matter, it's not personal. You got to remember, as the days go by, we got to embody the fact that it's never them, it's always me. Something makes me feel uncomfortable, there's something in myself I need to look at. This energy that came at me in the form of a mirror is just a mirror of me. It's me. Oneness is oneness. There is no in between. And I had to look for what is it in me that's making me uncomfortable. So I made a list. Thank you, Morgan Lee, for teaching me this process on my journey. When she first came over to the United States in 2017. So I made a list of everything that this energy in the form of a mirror of me represented to me. I've never talked to this person. I don't think I've even messaged this person before. And I made a list of everything I saw in that person, which I didn't feel was me. And as Morgan instructed me in 2017, and I've done many, many times, I made a list of all those things that I saw them as. And yes, was I in judgment? Yes. Was I projecting? Potentially. Was I attached to what I was feeling? Was I resisting what I saw in that person that I didn't see in myself? So as she showed me, I made a list of everything I saw in that person that was making me uncomfortable. And there's a reason for this. There's a collective message here. I also made a list of the polarities. One of the things, for instance, that I came up with was sanctimony, sanctimonious. So I got the polar opposite of that, and that's humility. Another thing I came up with was controlling. I went to the other side of that, and I came up with the polarity of freedom, allowing. Bottom line is, I went through a whole list of the polarities, and one of those was fake, and the other one was real. And so basically what ended up happening was, as I went through each one of these polarities to clear and integrate and own, my energy stopped on one set of polarities as the primary thing that needed to be healed and integrated, and that was fake and real. And I started to realize that the universal energy is not going to allow, and as time goes on, it's going to allow it less and less. It's not going to allow us to be fake. And we all have been fake. If you look at what you do throughout the day, moment by moment, we are fake sometimes. We do something to be nice, not to hurt someone's feelings, but we're compromising our own realness. And it's very important that when we look at a situation and we look at something that we feel is separate from us, we look at the opposite of that, and if we use this as fake being the word, if I look at the opposite, it's real. I feel like I'm real. But I've also got to understand that I've been fake in my past, in my present, in my moment-by-moment interactions with people, and with everyday life, in my moment-to-moment interactions with the universe, because it's all the universe. Everything external is the universe, and everything external is a mirror of me. It carries a message for me. It's in my face for a reason. And so I came to this point, and I realized that what the universe is doing, this universal energy, it is putting us into a corner to be our authentic, real, raw selves. And it's in every single little nuance of our life. We think oftentimes that it's the major things or the major experiences or the major situations that we have, but it's also in the very minor things that we do, where we give our power away by doing something fake, being fake. And what is fake? Fake is not a bad word. Fake is not something to condemn ourselves about. It's just simply when we're not being true to ourselves. I think this energy is becoming more and more prominent. The universe is saying to us, be real, be you, be Todd, be you, in all moments. Don't be afraid to state your truth. Don't be afraid to say, I'm not comfortable with that. Don't be afraid to say, that doesn't resonate with me. Just be real. I don't believe that any of us have the right to tell anybody, you need to do this, you have to do that. That's bullshit. You need to be nothing. You have to do nothing. We are here, we are valiant and courageous souls that came here to expand this universe by expanding ourselves. And the way we do that is not through the multi-dimensional aspects that we channel, transmit, download, and activate, get activations from. It is by being human. There's a reason that 99% of the time we are conscious in the state that we're in right now as I talk to you and you listen, and I hear from you as you talk. There's a reason that we're 99% of the time conscious with less than 1% of our multidimensional consciousness, meaning that we're human. The human is the hero. Let me repeat that. The human is the fucking hero. What does that mean? That means that we have to embody everything that we learn, everything that we channel and transmit and download, all the activations we receive. They mean nothing. They mean nothing unless we embody them and apply them to being a human being and the human being experience. So I would just tell you, I'm only sharing my own revelations and epiphanies, and I'm doing this and sharing it with my brothers and sisters as I've done for 8 years. And I've watched other people in the Soulogy community do it, and I've seen the power and the glory and the activating frequencies shared by people stating their truth, be it a poem, being a conveyance of their experience. No matter what that experience may be, we are all in this together. And when we share our experiences from the human level with totally exposed, totally vulnerable, totally raw, totally real, that is truth, no matter what the subject is. Speaking the truth, conveying the truth is the highest form of activations, transmissions, downloads, and channelings we can offer to ourselves and offer to each other. So let go or be dragged. The universe is asking us to be what we are. We are not trying, we are being. This is what we are, who we are, and what we're a part of. So step up. For those of you who have been in the background, who have had a strong connection with the universal, who are downloading, transmitting, channeling, it's time to come out and share your gifts, your skills, your abilities, and your experiences with the rest of the world. And it's also just as important, if not more important, that in the moment-by-moment interactions that we have with the universe, which much of the time involves another person or persons, to speak our truth to these people, to not be shy about it. It's not to be insensitive to them. It's to simply say, this is how I feel. It's okay to not resonate with somebody else. It's okay to not resonate with the situation. It's okay to say no. It's okay. It's more than okay. It's the perfect imperfection of being a human being in this transition that we call ascension, to say, this is how I feel, this is what I want to do. I make my own choices, and every time you make your own choice and honor yourself, be it with one or more people, be it with a circumstance or a consequence, because it's the same thing, you are empowering yourself, you are empowering this universe. And let's make one thing abundantly clear: we are not involved with just a personal correction or alignment or integration. It's more than this earth, it's more than this solar system, it's more than this galaxy, it's more than this universe, it's more than the multiverses. We are affecting every timeline and dimension and parallel universe that exists in each and every moment. Never underestimate the power of one unique and equal soul. Be yourself. Be yourself. Make no excuses. Don't get crazy, drunk and disorderly, and stick it up someone's, you know what, where the sun doesn't shine. Just be you. Take a breath and say, this is what I want, this is what feels good to me, this is what doesn't feel good to me. And if somebody takes it personal, that's not your deal, okay? But just remember, every time you honor yourself, you're honoring this universe. The universe is our twin flame. Our experience is the evidence of that. And as we move into further integration and further balance, further harmony and bliss and joy and abundance, it's going to be propelled by us being true to ourselves. To thine own self be true. Keep your own counsel. Listen to everything, take everything in, research, experience things, walk into doors, through doors that may be something that's unknown to you, to find out what's on the other side. But at the end of the day, you make up your own choices, you're true to yourself, and you're serving yourself to the highest degree, and therefore you're serving the collective to the highest degree. So I just wanted to share this spirit walk with you. Todd Medina reporting from, Lido Beach, Sarasota, Florida, over here at the Waves of Light Conscious Conference, which has been really good. Meeting a lot of good people. Keep reaching out to people. Keep coming together with people. Where two or more gather, spectacular things happen, especially when we come in our raw, real authenticity. And I just want to thank everybody for your continued love and support and contributions. And if these shows resonate with you, please share. We're going to get back on our shows here starting tomorrow. And we're just making it up as we go. So for those of you who've written who said that you'd like to come on the show, just understand there's a long, long line. And we're going to get to everybody as quick as we can. It may take a while. And I want to say one last thing. We had a dear beloved sister that transitioned last night, as many, many people are, and more, with more frequency every day. People transitioning, we have to respect and love and honor that. But Donna DeMayo transitioned 2 nights ago. Donna DeMayo, for 3 years, was the only admin in Soulogy Group. She stewarded the Soulogy Group from 8,000 people to 20,000 plus people. And her mark will always be remembered. And she, like everyone else that transitions, still walks with us. And I'm a firm believer that one of the ways to bring this veil down even further is to stay in communication with those that transition. Because if we talk to them, they will hear us. And if we talk to them in faith, the transitive verb to trust and believe, they will speak back to us. There are no coincidences. We're all coming into alignment. I'm wishing you all peace, power, protection, and big ass love for each and every one of you. And that comes from us. That comes from ourselves. Nobody else can do it for us. Peace out.